Hi all. In my last video, we have seen we created one EC2 instance. On top of it, we installed operating system. On top of operating system, we installed pet clinic application. Then we installed Datadog agent. By default, Datadog agent will collect infrastructure matrices. That is nothing but your CPU, RAM, RAM disk, everything. And if you want to monitor the application inside the application, okay, but because infra will give you whether your application process is running or not, that's it, correct? But if you want to trace each and every functions or each and every traces of your application, then we have to enable the APM, correct? We enabled, and we have seen how Datadog agent transfer all these data into Datadog portal, and we have seen that those data inside the Datadog portal. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to explain container based application, which means we are going to create one EC2 instance. On top of EC2 instance, we are going to install container engine. Here we are going to use Docker, so we are going to install Docker container engine. So on top of this Docker container engine only, we are going to deploy containers. So what will be there inside the container? Inside the container, their services will be there. So here this is monolithic, because in one bundle all application code will be available. And but here we are deploying microservices based, which means one single application have multiple microservices. So each and every microservices we install via one container. Say for example, if you take any banking application, so one container will taking care of your withdrawal process, one container will taking care of your deposit, one container will taking care of your credit card, one more container will taking care of your loan. Like that you can create multiple microservices, so each and every microservices handled by separate containers. So what is the advantage of it? If any one container is goes down due to some reason, so only that particular service will not work. You might seen that in your banking application, or when you have mobile banking application, sometime deposit will not work, but you can able to check the balance. Okay, so what is mean by this? Backend for loan they are running separate container. Same like for balance checking they are running separate container. So which container is going down, only that particular service will be goes down. The other services and all it will work. This is the advantage of microservices. That is why we are moving towards microservices. Okay, in today's class we are going to see how can we monitor these containers, as well as inside the container we have application, correct? How can we monitor these containers application? So inside the application, how we are monitoring using APM. Okay, so for that, I'm going to follow these steps. First we are going to create one EC2 instance, then we are going to install git, docker, and we are going to install docker compose as well. Okay, git, docker, container engine, that is nothing but once you install docker, then docker container engine will install. Then we have to install docker compose as well. Okay, so let me add that. So docker compose. Okay, so these three components we need to install. After that, I'm going to use the easy trade project. This is easy trade project is created by Dynatrace for stimulation purpose. Okay, so the same project I'm going to use. Okay, then that project we need to clean. That is why we are installing git, okay, to clone this project. So all inside the project we have all the YAML files to start your containers. Okay, and YAML file, source code, everything is there inside the project folder. Okay, then we are going to deploy those easy trade application on containers using docker compose. After that, I'm going to install Datadog agent on container engine. Then we are going to monitor container infrastructure as well as APM, that application traces also we are going to monitor. Let's start. I will log in my EC2 instance. So I already logged in. So launch new instance. Here I'll say something, I'll give it some name. It is called web application. okay, or web app, okay. Then come here, AWS Linux, I'll select here instance type. I'll take 8 GB because I'm going to run containers, correct? So 8 GB and 2 CPU I'll take. Then come here, key pair. I have already created key pairs. I explained you in many my videos how can you create key pairs, everything. Then I'm going to select security group, and here I have I will take 10 GB. 8 GB is enough, but for safer end I'll take 10 GB. Okay, launch instance. So I am creating EC2 instance. If you see, the first part is completed. Second, I'm going to log in it. How can we log in? See, it's not yet up. Wait for some time. So click on dashboard. If you see here, one is running, and if you see, not yet up, it is coming up. Okay, it up. Okay, if you see, go running instance and open it. You have IP address. Open putty. So putty. If you don't have install putty, so open, paste my IP address, SSH, auth, credentials, and I'll go and I'll take credentials. Which one? I select this one, .ppk file, correct? So I'll open, and finally I'm able to log in. So EC2-user is the default user which is provided by Amazon. Okay, and let me increase the font, appearance, change, just I'll keep 12. Okay, apply. Now sudo su hyphen root. I jump into root user. Okay, I'll create one directory, mkdir hyphen p slash my project. Okay, without hyphen p also you can use, no problem. Okay, mkdir is created directory. Okay, chmod, I'll give 777 permission. Why? Because um anyway, I have root user, correct? So my Datadog agent should come and read if anything it's need. So I just create, I given 777 permission. I'll go to this my project. Before that, we have to install yum install git and docker, and docker compose will install later. So docker install, see git and docker both I'm going to install. Okay, it is installed. Now I'll see what is the status of Docker systemctl status Docker. If you see here, it is not started. It is installed, but the service is not started. The moment when you are installing, see, this is what the container engine. Okay, so I'm going to start the container engine. How can we start? Systemctl start, then Docker. If you want to enable permanently, then you can enable as well. Which means if next reboot, you know, no need to come and start this container engine automatically while your server is your VM, whenever it is come up during that time, during the booting itself, it will start. Okay, then we have installed this too. After that, we will install Docker Compose as well. For Docker Compose, if you go to my GitHub page, you have here Docker Compose. Okay, and here you can download this, or else simply you can go and check in the Google how to install Docker Compose. You will get the link. Okay, so this is what you have to go, and you have to install. After install docker compose version, if you give what it is telling, permission denied, it is telling. So what we need to do, chmod plus x, I'm giving permission for this path. Once you give the permission, then you are able to see. If you are able to see, then only see the version, then only your docker compose installed perfectly, or else you have to check. Okay, now we'll go and see Docker Compose we installed. After that, let me check what we need to do. Then clone the project. Okay. So next we'll clone the project. For that, I'll go cd my project here, git clone. Then what is my project? This one. Go to here, GitHub slash Dynatrace easy trade. If you give this path, you'll come here. I'll copy this path and I'll go and I'll install it. Sorry, I'll clone it. Clone means you are downloading all the data. See here, easy trade application came here. Okay, I'll go inside this easy trade application. If you see, I have a Docker Compose file and I have the source. Inside the source only, all your data will be available. If you go inside the source for each and every microservices, okay, credit card and load gen, manager, okay, front end, like that for DB, for each and every services are one container will be created. So all are acting as a microservices. Okay, so we have all the details here inside the source code. I'll come back. Okay, I'll come back pwd. If I type, I'm inside the easy trade application. If I do ls, so I have all these my project files are available here. Okay, now I'll open and show you what is compose. See, compose.yaml is nothing but, if you want, you can go and create one container. Okay, instead of creating single containers one by one, you can create multiple containers in one shot by using Docker Compose. Here we have declared all the information about containers, which container should come up. Here they have declared first variable, they have declared. After that, if you come down here, they have created services. See, for DB service, this is what the container, DB colon dollar tag. Okay, this is ready-made. This their coding we are downloading and we are doing. So they have the ready-made Docker Compose file. So we are using this Docker Compose. Okay, same like we have content creator and manager for each and every services, microservices. If you see, there is the image. From this image only our container is going to start. Okay, and if you come down, we have many services. In that, this is front end is important service. Okay, so whenever we are trying to access this application, it will go and speak with front end service only. Okay, and before front end service come up, this depends on. So once this broker service, login service, pricing all come up, then only your front end service should come. So that is what that depends on. Okay, same like each and every service will depends on some other service. Okay, so here if you see collocation service, whenever it is coming up, it is depends on the RabbitMQ. So once RabbitMQ comes up, then only this service will come. So all these details we defined inside the um, compose.yaml. Okay, so now we, if you want to install, if you want to create a, if you want to deploy our application, simply, so docker, simply run doc care docker hyphen compose docker hyphen compose hyphen f. Which compose file I'm going to use? See here they have compose.yaml. After that, I'm going to do action is up, then hyphen d. So docker compose is the command. Okay, hyphen f is file. Which file it should go and read? So I'm telling that go and read this compose.yaml. Inside that, whatever we have declared the containers, all the containers it should start. Where the images will be available? Images will be available inside the src. I have shown you For each and every microservices, they have separate folder. Inside that, they have all the project related data, so we no need to worry about it. Okay, so this your compose.yaml file, it will take the variables, it will go and read all these directories, and it will download the images, and it will start your containers or your start your applications. Okay, and up means we are going to create a containers, which means we are going to up we are going to bring up the containers, and -d is background. Otherwise what happen, it will execute in the front end. So that is what I use -d, that will start my containers backend. Just I'll give just I will give enter. So what it is doing, it is downloading the containers. First it will downloading the container images. Why? Because you cannot install containers directly, correct? First you have to first you have to download the images. After that, from that image only containers are creating. So for each and every services, it is downloading the image, it is pulling the image. From where it is pulling, it is pulling from this Dynatrace easy trade. Okay, here only they have their images, it is downloading the images. Once it is downloaded, then it will start the container automatically. That is what the power of Docker Compose. If we don't have Docker Compose, we have to go and start container one by one. So Docker pull, otherwise Docker run command we could use, or Docker pull command you could use. So first we have to pull the image, Docker pull. For example, if you want to download DB, no, if you want to create DB container, then Docker pull DB, then Docker create DB, then Docker start DB. Like that, you have to run these many commands. Okay, and this is for one container. Okay, even though you have one more command called Docker run also, it will do all these three in one shot. But even though you have to, instead of going one by one, you can declare all those informations inside the Docker compose.yaml. With the help of Docker Compose, you can bring up all the things in one shot. Same like you can bring down also. Okay. Okay, now I'm installing. So if you go and see our steps, so we have done first step, we have completed second step also, and clone easy to, this is also completed. Fourth step we are doing, we are deploying our applications using Docker Compose, correct? After that we have to install Datadog agent. Let me check whether all the content started or not. Yes, it is started. I'll give you some basic commands here. Okay, so basic commands Docker. So I'll clear it. Okay. So if you see Docker PS, if you run Docker PS, only running containers will be, it will show the running containers. Okay. Docker DOCKER. Okay. Docker PS, if you run, see many containers are running. So if you see first when it is created, sorry, first container ID, this is what the container ID, then image, from this image it is taken, and after that when it is created, sorry, command we have command, this is what the command. Okay, then when it is created, it created 48 seconds ago. After that, what is the status, current status, it is up and running. Okay, if you have any port declaration, then port declaration will be showing here. Okay, so this is what totally how many containers we have. Let me check. Docker ps wc-l, if you give, so it will word count, it will do line by line. Okay, 19 containers are there currently. Okay, how many? 19 containers. If you see Docker images, okay, if you see Docker images, see all are this image. First image it will download from the repository to my local machine. From this image, it will start my container. Okay, so these many containers are there. See here, sorry, these many images are there. One image, one container. So all these containers or all these images joined together, it is running one application. Okay, this is what the container based, or we could say microservices application. Okay, now we will install the Datadog agent. How can we install Datadog agent? Go to the portal. Okay, I'll go to the Datadog portal, and okay, so that is old data. So I go to the Datadog portal. If I want to install, then I have to mention agent, install agent. Then here, which platform I installed my application, I installed on Docker. Last time we have seen we installed on host based application, correct? We hosted our application on top of operating system, but now we hosted our application on containers. Okay, Docker containers. Okay, here what I will do, by default infrastructure monitoring will be applicable whenever you install this Datadog agent, and application monitoring I'm enable here itself. Okay, and and log monitoring also I'll enable here itself. If you want any application observability, code security, cloud security, if you want, you can enable it here. But as of now, I'm not going with anything. So I'll select any one of the environment. I'll select prod environment and select API key. This API key is important. Don't share this API key with anyone. Okay, and here I just copy because I enabled APM, correct. First what I need to do, I have to open my host. This is what my host, correct. This is what the Docker host. So on top of EC2 instance, whenever you installing the Docker, then it will become a Docker host, correct. So I'll just run this. So what it will do, it will install all the library files of Java, everything. This is provided, this is created by Datadog, so you don't need to worry about it. You just install it. So all these things manually we will not do on in the organization. We'll go with the Ansible. Okay, but for demo sessions, I'm just installing manually. Okay, I'll copy this one next. Okay, here whenever you're doing, the site should be US5 because we created account in US5 only. Okay, so this should be US5 if you created your account in US5 domain, US5 region. Okay, that is completed. Now I'll go and I'll create this container. So what this code will do, it will go and create a container. API key is there, and every site information, everything it has taken. And if you see DD APM also enabled. Okay, so what happens, see here, it is downloading the Datadog agent image from the registry.datadog.com. Okay, once it is download, it is pulling image, then it will create a image, create a container as well. Okay, Docker PS. If you do Docker PS, where is my easy trade? Sorry, where is my Docker? Sorry, Datadog agent. Datadog agent container. If you see here, Datadog agent container has been created. Agent 7, 7 seconds ago it got created. Okay, okay, Datadog agent also installed. So now how can I access this application? So go to we need a public IP, correct? So this is what my public IP. Take this public IP and go and check. Open browser, type :80. When you type :80, see here I'm able to access my application. Okay. So what we have done so far, we created EC2 instance and install Git Docker container engine as well as Docker Compose, clone the easy trade project, then deploy the applications. When you deploy application, after that, if you come and check, it will be you are able to access. Okay, after that, the application team will come and tell you that we want to monitor these containers as well as application. So from fifth point only, observability team will taking care. Observability team will taking care from point number 5 till point 1, 2, 3, 4. All this will be taken care by your application team as well as infra team. Okay. So once their application up and running fine, then they will come to observability team and they're asking you to monitor. So what you will do, you will execute the point number 5, point number 6. So point number 5 we have done. Okay. Now point number 6 also actually enabled APM monitoring. So now we will go and see. First, let me do some interaction with the application so that it will capture some traces. So let me log in as James and go to deposit. Here you have autofill, correct? See, for deposit one container will be running. For withdrawal one container is running. Credit card one container is running. I'll show you. Okay. So now autofill deposit. Again autofill deposit. If you want, you just you are doing some in transactions. That's it. Okay, and if you want, you can go and enable the card service. Okay, autofill, you are ordering a card. Which card? You are ordering your credit card. Okay, here in this place, so this is trade application, correct? So when I open, if I want to buy anything, so I'll buy. If I want to buy anything, I'll buy, and I can buy if you want any shares. Okay, so now we are good. We have done some transactions. Okay, now what I will do, due to some reason, okay, my one of container, that is card container. I'll take credit card. Okay, pricing, content, credit card. So this is the one, correct? So this is credit card order service. So credit card order service goes down. Containers goes down. So Docker stop. This container is goes down. Okay, okay, if this container goes down, what happen, we'll see. I'll show you this ps grab. What you can do, just we'll grab this credit card or something, order something like that. Grab, I need to, I missed. Okay, so Docker PS will give only running container. So I'll give ps-a. If you type ps-a, see this credit card order service. It is 9 minutes ago exited. Okay, 9 minutes ago it was started. Now it is exited. 29 seconds ago it got exited. Okay. Now we'll go and check our application whether the credit card service is working or not. Okay. I'll refresh it. Okay. I'll go to deposit. If you see, deposit is working. See, deposit is working. If I go to withdrawal, withdrawal also working. If I go to credit card, see, the moment when I click credit card, it is giving the service is not working. This is the power of microservice. So it will not allow you to, it will not let you, your complete application goes down. Only one particular services goes down because this particular service is taken care by one container. If that container goes down, the other services it will it will it will work. Okay. What happen if this db container goes down? When db container goes down, you cannot do anything, correct? Why? Because the db is a heart of this thing, for every transactions, correct? So that is why if db container goes down, nothing will work. Most of the transactions will not work, correct? Most of the microservices will impact. Okay, this is the this is the beauty of microservices. Now what I will do, I'll start this again. Okay, it is started. If we go ps-a, now because ps docker ps will give only running containers, ps-will give all running or non-running containers as well. Okay, if you go here, it is up 2 seconds ago. Now after some time, if you go and click credit card service, now see, I'm able to access credit card service. Okay, see here. If we don't have this containerization, what will happen? If we go to the old method, the monolithic method, so there, if any one component goes down, your complete application will not work. So you have to take them on-call application team, database team, network team, operating system team, everything, every team should come online and they have to check. Okay, then they have to find out the issue, where is the problem, then they have to fix it. So it will take a lot of time. So instead of that, if you make your application as containerized, simply what you can do, you can come and you can check which container having issue. If that container goes down, you can easily start that container. If any problems, then you can kill the sorry, you can kill the container, again you can start the container as well. Okay, so this is the advantage of microservices. Now we have to bring down and bring up the container, then only your Datadog agent will start monitoring. Okay, if you go there, uh, here, see what it is telling. After you complete this, you have to restart. Okay, but I restart only one container. No, it is capture one container information. But what I will do, this is actually system host name, but it will capture only one container informations only inside the host. So that I'll go, I'm going, I have to go and I have to down all the containers and I have to restart again. Okay, then only your containers also knows that okay, someone is monitoring us. For that, what I'll do, just a Docker compose down. Okay, so this is the power of Docker Compose. If we don't have Docker Compose, what we have to do? We have to go each and every container. Like just now, we stop and started Datadog agent, correct? Sorry, credit card container, correct? Like that, you have to do one by one. If we don't have Docker Compose, okay, all the containers went down. Now I'll start the containers. When you start the container during the time, what you need, you have to tell from which file. So compose.yaml up hyphen d. Okay, so this time it will not download. Why? Because already you have image locally, correct? It will not download the image, it will not pull the image directly. It will create a container and it will start the containers. Okay, all the containers started. Now our docker Datadog agent start monitoring all the containers. Okay, now I'll go and see where in the infrastructure. I'll go and check the host. This host is there. Now just I open it. By default you will see the matrices. Okay, if you click on here, you are able to see the CPU, process memory, all those things. These matrices related to your EC2 instance. It is not related to your container. If you want to see about containers, you have to go to infrastructure, click on containers. Okay, the moment when you are click on containers, see here you are getting all the information about container. See, summary graph, CPU, RSS memory. After that, if you come down, it will give you the information about all the containers. So this is the CPU utilization of per container. So each and every containers, for example, DB1 container we have here, load gen container one we have, right? So these container, each and every container, what is the status, which image they are using, and what is the CPU and memory utilization. Okay, then so all the containers information you could see here. Okay, and if you want, you can filter it here based on the environment. Why? Because in your organization many applications will be there on different environments, correct? You can filter here based on here also you can filter based on whatever you have. That is the advantage of tagging. Based on the tagging you can filter it. Okay. Okay. If you want to monitor particular container, then you can filter it here also. I want to monitor only front end container, something like that. Okay, so this is how you could monitor your containers, and we'll go and see whether APM is started or not. If we go and check the services, see here in APM 6 plus 2, totally 8 services it is monitoring. You can go and check. Uh, you can go and check each and every. See here environment. Sometime if it is not showing, you have to go and you have to select here environment. Okay, if you select environment, so your all the environment, your particular application information, it will come here. Sometime if it is not showing here, you go and select here environment. Okay, so you have easy trade and you have offer service. So these are the services you have. Just I'll go and check anyone. Okay, so data source, I have two data source here, which means database actually. So I'll open anyone, and here you can go and you can check more about this. Okay, see here you're getting request errors, latency. So 180 errors something we received. I don't know why the in the manager. So if you want, you can go to the dashboards as well. Okay, edit dashboard definition. If you want, you can create dashboard from here as well. Okay, or else you can go to the service page. So the moment when you are going to the service page, you will get more information. Say for example, three errors you got, correct? What are the three errors? So you will see this. See, this is one of the error. This is one of error. If you open this error, you will get more idea about what is this error about. And normally observability engineer, you cannot find out what is the exact issue. Our job is we have to tell them, we have to generate this, we have to enable the APM, that's it. The moment when the application team seeing this, no, they can come to know what exactly issue is that. They have to fix it, they have to find everything. Okay. Like that we have traces also, we have like whatever we did in previous class, right? The traces, everything, it is captured here. Okay. And we have the resources also for each and every, this one how much request it is taking, and how much latency we have, P95 latency, which means 95 percentage, within 95 percentage of your requests fulfill on time. Okay, errors, 40 errors you are getting, error rate is 11 percentage. Okay. And that's it. So you are able to see, and here you have traces. Okay, if you go to traces, you have all the informations like uh, what is the code you are getting for each and every pages or each and every services. All this information you can check here. Like whatever we have seen in my our previous video with host-based application, all those things you can see here. Okay, traces also you have here. Okay, here I don't see any error. If you want, you can generate an errors as well. This is how you can deploy your application as a container based, and you can enable the APM. Okay, and you can see those APM traces and traces as well as matrices. And matrices, if you want, you can go to matrices. You can take here, for example, this is my Java application, correct? So if you type Java, so Java related all the matrices you could see. This is not Java trace, something like that, traces. Okay, TRAC, correct? See, Datadog traces and trace agent. So by using this, what you can do, you can monitor your applications. And what else we have? Heap memory, something will be there. See, JVM, not Java, actually JVM. JVM heap memory, JVM. If you type JVM, all the Java related metrics will be there. See, JVM buffer. By using this, what you can do, you can create your dashboard, or else you will have your ready-made dashboard as well. If you go to dashboard, here you will get the dashboard for APM, agent trace, something like that. For example, if you open a Datadog agent, then you will see all the APM related. See, total traces, it will see 144 traces it came. So this is by default, it is created by whom? It is created by Datadog. Okay. See, this is how it will be. Pie chart you have the performance, you have the configurations. Okay. And you have the OTLP. So all this will be open telemetry. Actually, we are not using open telemetry in this as of now. And traffic send and receive in all this information you will see here. If you want, you can clone and you can create your own name also. You can create, and you can create my APM easy trade, my dashboard, something I'm giving. Why? Because in the ready-made dashboard, you cannot edit it. You don't have option to edit, correct? In your dashboard, see here, it is from that dashboard I create my own dashboard. Here you can go and you can edit it. Okay, so after you change into your name, you can go and you can edit also. If you want to edit, you can edit, or if you want to move this somewhere else, you can move it here and there. Okay, so these are the widgets inside your dashboard. Okay, or you can go and edit, then you can go and you can tweak here the queries. Okay, and you can make it as per your requirement. Okay, I'll close it. So this is how we can monitor, or we can enable APM, and we can do application performance monitoring on container based applications. Yeah, and one more thing, by using those metrics as JV metrics I told, correct? By using those metrics, you can create alerting as well. Okay, if you want to create, you go to monitoring, and in the monitoring list also you have some ready-made monitoring list will be there. If you want, you can create here. See here, monitor host-based monitoring you have, API monitors also you have. See already. They have its monitor for high error rate, uh, high error rate on service. Which service is this? Service dot name, something like that. You can utilize these, or you can create your own monitor. Monitor here is alerting. You can create own alerting, and you can set alerting also. We'll discuss about alerting in one of the other video. We'll see. Thank you. Bye then.